All right, guys, we are back. This is K-Talk Radio, 1640 AM. I am your host, Yoshi Shiraki. This is the show, Utah Home Sweet Home. Got our special guest here, Jeff Brailio. If you're just tuning in, Jeff is a highly successful real estate investor as well as a real estate attorney. Happens to be a good friend of mine. We've traveled. We went to Costa Rica together.
We do.
Yeah. I feel like we've been other places too.
I'm sure we have.
Yeah. Vegas, whatever.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. So, I'm very privileged to have him on as a guest on the show today to share about how he stays able to continually crush the goals that he sets each and every year. So, there's some people out there who are highly motivated. There's some people that are not so motivated and they need motivation, which is why music is so popular in the gym, because people need that motivation through music in many cases. Talk about how you're more self-motivated, but did that start from the beginning? Does it take something that you have to continually work on? Is it just like you were born that way? Like Usain Bolt was already born fast? Sure, he got faster as he trained, but you know, I would never beat him in a race no matter how hard I trained.
Oh, you could beat me today.
Yeah.
I'm injured.
Okay.
Staying motivated. I think it's a combination of things.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone is born motivated.
Mm-hmm.
I think they learn how motivation works, and they feel the results due to experiences. So I think those that are lucky. Maybe someone said, maybe I set some goals and I just happen to achieve them.
Yeah.
Without really knowing why. But then those little experiences of achieving a goal and feeling the satisfaction of seeing the result just taught me that if you stick with something, you're going to get it.
Right.
And it pretty much always has.
Right.
I've written 3 novels.
That's right.
I know, which we haven't even talked about.
We haven't even talked about that. Yeah.
Marathons, triathlons, Ironman, 3 novels. And I play the piano.
Oh, wow.
So, then that's when you're thinking, how do I motivate myself? I grew up played through college.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I set other goals.
Yeah.
Running and work and business goals. And I really wanted to get back to playing the piano.
Okay.
And so I made a very large investment. And this was a financial investment.
Okay.
I bought a baby grand Yamaha player piano.
Oh, nice.
Yes, which is a pricey purchase.
Yes.
But it's something I've always wanted.
Yep.
It's been a goal to own for probably 40 years, since I was a little kid.
Wow.
Probably at least since the 80s, when they first kind of came out with this player piano that you can actually play that also plays itself.
Oh, very nice.
And so I finally, had the funds and the financial ability to do it.
Yeah.
But I could have spent that money any number of ways, vacations or whatnot. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this baby grand piano. It's gonna sit in my house, and I know in the back of my mind what the price tag was.
Yeah.
And that can be a motivator.
Right.
So putting your money where your mouth is.
Right.
Sometimes, if you want to work out, go pay for a gym membership.
Yeah.
Even better, pay for a trainer.
Yeah.
If you put the money in, that's a motivation. That can motivate people.
Right.
Other times with my business stuff, my motivation comes from vision boards.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a lot of vision boarding.
Oh, nice. Me too.
So I've always had pictures of things of what I want to achieve. And what those vision boards really do, there's no magic to them.
Yeah.
All it's doing is it's
reminding me.
It's a reminder. You just if you see it every day, you're constantly writing about your goals.
Yeah.
If you have a coach,
Yeah.
Whether it's a business coach, an athletic coach, a personal training coach,
Yeah.
There's always somebody reminding you that you have a goal.
Yeah.
And that you're supposed to be doing things. And nobody wants to go to their coach and say, "Hey, I didn't practice this week."
Yes.
Right? Because
Yes.
you feel bad. There's the sort of the guilt factor.
Right.
So money can be a motivator. Guilt can be. I don't know if there's necessarily the best motivators.
Sure.
But for many people, that is what motivates them.
Yeah.
I have found though that those might be triggers for me.
Right.
And they're what usually get me off my butt.
Got it.
That first getting up out of the chair, first step kind of thing.
Right.
After that, if I've set the right goal, I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm starting to feel the satisfaction. So now that I'm playing the piano again, I'm feeling the joys that I used to feel
Right.
playing the piano, and that's what's going to keep me going.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you set those goals that we set at the very beginning to bring it back around,
Yeah.
if the goals aren't what you really want,
Yeah.
you're not going to feel any satisfaction in the process,
Right.
and you're not going to achieve your goals.
Right.
So you've set the wrong goals.
Exactly. And or you've got the wrong why. Like
Or the wrong why.
just to get
Right.
skinny because you want to get skinny versus the guy who is about to die if he
Right.
doesn't get in shape
That's right.
because he's going to have a heart attack. His doctor
Right.
tells him you're not going to live.
Right, and you see his daughter's wedding.
Exactly.
And that's a huge motivating factor.
Exactly. Yeah, for me.
There's an emotional connection. If there's no emotional connection, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And if you just say, hey, I want to make $1 million, you're not going to make $1 million.
Exactly. Absolutely.
You know, if
Yep.
it's to have a lifestyle where you can travel because you love to travel and just that's your most exciting thing is to go to foreign countries and see
Yeah.
foreign countries, you're going to need some funds to do that.
Right.
Right? And
Right.
so that's the goal, is to live a certain lifestyle or be a certain way or feel a certain thing.
Yeah.
And then the other goals, those steps, those processes, those tasks aren't as bad.
Exactly.
Because you know what you're getting towards.
Right. Yeah. We have a friend, Matt Atkinson,
Uh-huh.
who is all about lifestyle. You know,
Yeah.
he's highly motivated to work hard because when he travels, he doesn't just want to travel, he wants to travel luxuriously, right? He likes the finer things. And he's always telling me it's all about the lifestyle. So again, it's a knowing exactly why, just not the money, but
Right.
the things that he can do with the money is what's benefit. You know, one of the things that keeps me motivated is I'm addicted to greatness, meaning I'm obviously always constantly pursuing greatness, but my favorite thing to watch on television is the most highest level competitive sports. So probably the Summer Olympics is probably the
Yeah.
thing that I like. I'm
I
so
love the
sad
Summer
it's only
Olympics.
4 years.
I
Every
know.
4 years. Once
Yeah.
once every 4 years. But for 2 weeks, I'm glued to that TV because we are truly watching the greatest athletes in the entire world at a specific sport do something
Right.
better than any human on earth,
Yep.
right? And I'm addicted to that greatness. That's what keeps me motivated, is watching greatness. I love sports. I don't really like watching though the early season NBA game, but I'll watch the NBA finals because
Right.
now you've narrowed it down to the 2 best teams. Or I don't really watch the football season until it's the Super Bowl. I realize there's great players in the NFL, but for me, I'm more addicted to the greatest game, which is the last game, hypothetically, right? And by watching these events, it keeps me more motivated to, want to be great as well. Like
Yeah.
I'd love to be an NFL superstar or a superstar. I was an amateur boxer for years and never returned to pro, but those types of things for me are what tend to keep me more motivated just in a general playing field. But like you said, I love working the little steps to my goals because each little step that you get is a success. And with each success, obviously, it keeps you motivated to keep going.
Right.
Right. And so sometimes if you just have one, and that reminds me that it's so important to work backwards from a goal, right? So sometimes some goals you can put a timeline on.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you can put a timeline on and say, I want to do this by 12 months, then you now know how to work backwards from today to 12 to know how much activity you need to do every single day. So for example, in real estate, let's just say for every, I don't know what the ratio is exactly. Most of the deals that I get are not on the MLS. Most of them are off the MLS through off-market properties. So I write a lot less offers before I buy a house than a lot of investors that kind of do the MLS thing. But I heard a stat or a ratio that's kind of floating out there in the real estate investing associations that people who are submitting offers on the MLS will typically submit anywhere from about 10 to 20 offers before one gets accepted at a price that they need so they can go in, fix it up, and flip it. Right.
And I'd say those are pretty good numbers.
Yeah. So let's just say hypothetically, let's call it 20. So if you wanted to flip, let's say 4 houses by the end of this year,
Right.
that means you're going to have to write approximately 80 offers.
Yep.
Right? And so if you wanted to break it up, okay, 80 offers, and if I want to get through this, that means you have to buy your last house in September so you can flip it in that year. Then you're going to work backwards from September. Okay, how many offers do I need to write a day or a week or to basically make sure I get my 80 offers in so that I buy those 4 houses, right? And so working backwards, giving you these little goals along the way keeps you motivated as you hit each goal, right?
Yep.
the baby steps, basically.
Yeah.
So
Because
yeah,
what do you need to do to write 20 offers?
exactly.
Well, you're gonna have to get off your butt, go
Yeah.
to the computer,
Yep.
and start researching if that's the MLS, and start scrolling through all the listings
Exactly.
just to be able to find 20 to make an offer on.
Yep. Yep. Which is not terribly difficult, with the search, the way the MLS has it. People can go in there and put keyword searches like tender loving cares, TLC, or handyman special, or
Right.
investor special. And you'll find the 20 that you're probably going to be able to submit offers on and get that one accepted.
Right.
But then when you buy that first house, you feel like you've accomplished something, so it keeps you motivated to keep going.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, once you've got that house, you can't sit back and stop making offers again.
Exactly.
Because if you wait until you're done with that first project and you want to do 4 a year,
Yep.
you're going to be 6 months out, and now you got 3 more to do in the last 6 months of the year.
Exactly.
So you've got to plan your goals and your time and the tasks
Yep.
associated with your end goal to almost work concurrently.
Right, exactly.
And that takes planning and as well as motivation.
Absolutely. And probably easier to relate to in the athletic world. Like, let's say you have a marathon
Right.
in 6 months. You now know how many miles you need to get in the next 6 months to be able to comfortably finish that marathon. How many miles now do you need to run each day, each week? You work backwards, and it becomes a little bit more obtainable versus kind of procrastination.
Right,
which
thinking,
is,
I have to run 26 miles, but no, this week you just got to run, 15 miles this week.
Right, exactly.
Next week you'll run 18 miles.
Right,
Start small and build.
exactly. Okay.